Okay. I am live. Great. Okay, great. So now the first one was just me trying to figure this crap out. So, and okay, welcome to live chat. Remember to, okay, all right. Okay, great. Anyway, so here I am on my live chat with nobody watching. But at least I figured out actually how to do it because that took me a second. Let me see here. All right. So, wonder. All right. How do you check to see if anybody is in the live? That part. Oh, okay. You hit that. Oh, so the participants at this point are Paige. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna do this right here. I feel like the lighting could be better from this side. What is it, honey? Go like this. What is it? Oh, that's even worse. Okay. How about that? How about that? It's actually this side that's shitty. Good thing nobody's watching because let's see, look at this like that. This like that. Yeah, okay. There we go. Let's see. I'm just checking the lighting. You know, this is my first live, so I'm like still trying to figure out where all the buttons are and stuff. So let's see. All right. So if you're brave enough to come on and stay on, I will start talking to you. But I've had a couple of people come on. They're like, "Oh, I'm on," but then I'm leaving. So yeah. So can you get a little bit closer like this, maybe? This. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's better. Let's move it over here a little bit like this. So, welcome to my live. So this is my ghost audience. And I probably will maybe do this like every Sunday if I have time, or I'm sure that I'll make time. Gosh, it was so hard for me to be able to just come on and just decide to do this. So, anyway, so there's that. Anyway. All right. I didn't know it, but you have to download Chrome. I guess Safari does not support. Safari doesn't support YouTube Live. So at the very last minute, I had to download Chrome, which I don't use. I use Safari. So I was like, oh my gosh, that took me a second, but I figured that out. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. I keep figuring that. Okay. Okay. All right. So I guess I'll, wait until 5:15. Wait, what time is it now? It's 5:10 and nobody is here. Okay. But it's fun being live. Don't really know exactly what to think about it. Like I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go live and see what happens. And I figure like if I can keep going live, then maybe so what I'll do is I'll go live on YouTube and see what happens. And then I'll go live on TikTok and see what happens. I figured I would go live on YouTube first because I have way more followers on YouTube than I have on TikTok. So I was like, well, let me do that one first. Anyway, so I'm gonna get started. So let's see. And just, I'm gonna do my makeup and hopefully somebody will show up and then we can chat. Because I do have almost 1,000 followers on YouTube, so I mean, at least seems like somebody would show up. But you know what? If it doesn't work out that way, it doesn't work out that way. But I am really loving what's going on behind me a lot. You see? Wait, can you see that? Wait, that right there is so beautiful. I love that little neon sign that says love. And I found it at Target and I was so happy to see that. I was like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely perfect. So there was another person that came on, but then they left really quick. So if like one person comes on and then a second person comes on and a third person comes on, then maybe I'll have enough people that will actually listen and stay on and not be embarrassed because they're the only person. So I think probably the key here is like for a bunch of people to come on at one time instead of just kind of peeking and seeing what's going on. Okay, I'm starting to understand what's happening here. So, yeah, anyway, so. Where's the chat? The chat function is gone. Oh, there it is. Top chat. What's that mean? Top chat, live chat. Let me look at that. See what that is. All messages are some live chat. Okay. So if you put it on live chat, I guess that means that everybody can see what's going on. Okay. Welcome to Mature Makeup Chat. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we've been live now for 8 minutes. So I am actually going to start doing my makeup because this is fun. All right. So, let's do skincare first. So, all right. What I can do is I could just upload this whenever I'm done, or I'll video it. I'll actually, what I'm going to do? I'll probably edit it. I wonder if you can edit it. I'm not sure. Maybe you can edit it live. I'm not even sure anyway. So apparently I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So this right here, This is Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow. I love this so much. This is a toner. So this is the first thing that I use pretty much. I'm not going to say every other day, but not every day, but about every other day. I put this on first. So mature skin, we need hydration. So this is pretty much my favorite go-to toner. I love it so much. Let me put it right here. Yeah. And then, of course, I'm going to do this right here. Oh my God, why am I having so much fun? Yeah, okay, so this is it. First step, Glow Recipe, Watermelon Glow Toner. I let that dry for just a second. Do that. And then the second thing I do before I put my makeup, see that glow? Isn't that kind of amazing? And then the second thing I do is I use this right here. So this is hyaluronic cream. This is Glow Recipe also. One of the things that I love about this is that it's refillable. So I don't know if I'll be able to get it out, but let's see. See, you can take this part of it out and you don't have to keep buying this packaging over and over and over again. You can just buy the refill. So this is the second thing that I do pretty much every time I put on my makeup or in the morning or whatever it is. Let's put it on my neck too. And the glow that it gives is just beautiful. And it really does create a beautiful base for your makeup. You know, whenever you're older, you know, I'm going to say start like 40s and up, you have to really, really hydrate and get your skin ready for the makeup before you start. So there's that. Let that dry for just a little second. Okay. All right. That, go like this. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just pretend like I'm doing one of my videos without an audience. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, because I didn't figure out how am I going to do this. All right, so first step is Glow Recipe, and then that's the toner. Second is the Glow Recipe Plum Hyaluronic Cream. And I let that sit for just a minute. And then, you know, as you get older, like this happens right here. So you get crepey skin on your eyelids and up here in your eyebrows and underneath. So this right here is magic. This is the absolute magic right here. Aquaphor. Use this every day. Put it on your eyelids at night before you go to sleep and put it on your eyelids in the morning before you wake up. It's called slugging. It really, really does help with any crepiness on your eyelids. And at the same time, I feel like it prevents wrinkling because it just gives so much hydration to the area pretty much all the time. I love it so much. I mean, I've used it for about a year and a half, and I don't even use cream on my eyes anymore. I just use this. It just locks in the moisture that's already there. So yeah, just make sure you hydrate and you'll end up like this. Like I haven't had any Botox or anything on my eyes or any lifts or anything. And I really think it has to do with how I used an oil-based eye makeup remover since the 80s. And also eye cream. And now I use a technique called slugging. So I'm going to say, if you buy anything for your mature skin, go out and buy the Aquaphor because it's just amazing anyway. So it's just amazing. And the difference that it's made in my eyelids is just, I don't know. It's just like, what? Okay. So so in the last 15 minutes since I've been online, I've had 2 people come. check in, and they're like, "Oh," and then they leave really quick. So, yeah, that's fine. So, but I'm actually going to just have fun with this, and hopefully somebody will come online. Have you ever seen those videos where like there's a Twitch streamer that is just playing their game all alone and nobody's online? That's who I feel like right now. But I'm a YouTube streamer that's just all alone, and that's fine, because maybe one day somebody will go, "Oh my gosh, we're older women, and we want to have attention and admiration and all those things that older women just don't have." There's my kitty. There's my kitty right there. There he is. This thing is backwards. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my eyebrows, of course, because look, I have none. They're just not there. So I want you to know that if you don't have any eyebrows and you're older, you can build them. But the first step is to use this right here, and I use this practically every time. So this is the Benefit Goof Proof brow powder. So you don't start like right here. You actually find the space in your eye, in your eyebrows that don't have any hair, and that's where you start, and then you build it out around it. So I'm going to use this powder first. Actually, the way that I do my eyes, it's a 3-step process. So let's see, I go in with this brush right here. I love this brush. This is actually from Sephora, and it has a brush on one side for this part, for brushing them out first, and then it has this side right here, which I really like too, and that's how I apply the powder. So I'm going to go and check out the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade though for tomorrow, I believe, because if you guys aren't following Ellen on Ask Ellen, she's a little bit older, and she's actually one of my favorite beauty gurus, and she has the best ideas. And she was using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade yesterday. And I really, really want to try it. So here, I'm going to start right here. You see where there isn't any hairs? So I'm just going to build it right inside there first. Let me go like that. Start building that in. Because if I start here, it's going to clump up, and it's going to be darker here than it is here. So I start on the ends first and build that in. See how that already is there? Isn't that kind of amazing? So I put it on the back of my hands like that. So, hey, looks like I have a couple of people watching. Go into the chat and say hi and tell me who you are. And tell me your names, and we can chat. So see how I went in right in there and started it off. Because I started losing my eyebrows probably, I'm going to say, about 7 or 8 years ago. And it shocked the hell out of me. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, why don't I have any eyebrows? And so I tried darkening them and dyeing them, but you can't dye your eyebrow hairs if you don't have any eyebrow hairs. So then I just had to just accept the fact that that they're going away, and that I have to find ways to use makeup to enhance them. So yeah, so here we go. So now I'm going to build it out just a little bit more. This brow powder really, really works. So, your eyebrows frame your face, and they're actually probably the most important part of your makeup routine for older women. So I like to do my eyebrows kind of up like that, kind of framing my eyes, because, what's a picture without a frame, right? So we got to put that frame in first. And the color that I use is a medium neutral brown in 3.5 for for Benefit. So there's that. Here we go. And also I like more of a natural look. I don't really like super big, eyebrows that are super defined. I don't know, I'm not down with that. So what I do is I'll put down this powder first. Let me see. Then I'll do this right here. So this process, the whole process of doing my eyebrows is probably the thing that takes the most amount of time. Sorry, I have something in my throat. And then the next thing I do is this right here. I've used several brow creams, and none of them are as good as this. This right here is going to define the hairs in my eyebrows. So this is the e.l.f. Wow Brow, and this one's in medium brown. So you go in with a really light touch. So make sure that you get the goop off the end, and I start in the middle again. I'll start in the middle and just do a light touch. Let's see, bring these eyebrows out. You see that? See how that's just like boom? All of a sudden, I have eyebrows. And the way that I do it is I just sweep it up, sweep it up. You see how that's not clumping at all either? It's just great. It's great. So I've used Maybelline, I've used Revlon, I've used Anastasia Beverly Hills, the gel, the brow gel, and it clumped. And e.l.f. is the only one that I've used thus far that doesn't clump. So yeah. And let me go into the other side here. So today we're going to be doing just kind of, it's almost fall. So I'm going to do an almost fall look. Look at that. See how I went from absolutely no eyebrows to eyebrows? Like, what in the world? Yep. You don't have to just go, oh no, I don't have any more eyebrows anymore. Blah, I'm never going to do my makeup again. There are so many tools to enhancing your face with makeup these days. It's amazing. So like, you don't have to just go, oh, well, I'm just going to stop wearing makeup, because you know that if you're in your 40s or in your 50s, you've been wearing makeup since you were in your teens. And the way that you used to wear it when you're in your teens or in your 20s is very different from the way that you wear it when you get into your 40s and your 50s. That's just, so once you accept that part of it, it's like, okay, let's go to Sephora, let's go to Ulta, and let's figure out, like, what are the products do we use for mature skin? Because they're out there. There are some brands, of course, that don't make their products for older skin. So you just kind of have to stay away from those. But there are a lot of brands that do have formulations for older skin. And that's why I'm here, to show you those formulations for older skin. So yeah, so let's see. Let me look here. So whenever I guess when you're in a live, you can't really tell who's on the live unless they pop in. So I'm just going to say, hey, y'all. And like, give me a chat, because I see that there's a few people here. So, drop in and say hi. Tap in and say hi. So we can chat a little bit, because I don't just want to be talking to the screen. I would rather be talking to you guys and having some back and forth. And if you have any questions about what I'm doing, then I can answer your questions. So, just pop into the chat and say hi. That would be great. So then it could be more of an interactive sort of makeup session instead of just me doing my makeup. But you know what? I understand that not everybody feels comfortable with, popping in on a chat. So, you're welcome to just watch. That's fine. Okay. So I've done the two first parts of my eyebrows, and the last part is this right here. So let me find this. Like I said, I don't have any eyelashes. So there are some parts to my eyelashes that need some filling in. And this is the product that I use. So this is by Benefit, and this is called Precisely My Brow Detailer. And this is super tiny. Can you see you can't even see how tiny that is? Am I going to actually have to do that? Yeah, see how tiny that is? And that's going to put in the tiny little hairs. I'm going to do that. Sometimes when I do it, it actually breaks. It's so fine. So I'm going to put that in there. And it doesn't look like fake, and it doesn't look like, oh, she's drawn in her eyebrows or anything like that. So it just gives definition where you might not have any. See? Look at that. All right, so I'm going to do the other side. And the place where I don't have any hair is pretty much right here. So that's where I go in, and I use this right here. Ta-da! Now I have eyebrows. Yay! So now I'm just gonna fluff them out just a little bit using my my brush like this. I figured that I would go live too because I have some regular followers that, I've never really revealed, anything really about who I am or where I live or, any sort of personal background. But I do want to talk a little bit about who I am. So I'm, I have been doing my makeup since what? Geez, since I was 15 or 16 years old, since the early 80s. And, you know, for a long time, I was mostly, oh, wait, let me just tell you what this is. So, this right here is an Anastasia Beverly Hills product. And let me put on my glasses so that I can tell you what it is. So this is called the Brow Freeze Gel. So what this does is it locks down your eyebrows and it looks very, very refined and beautiful. So you just use the flat side of the applicator and just press it down like this. So if you ever see anybody with beautifully manicured eyebrows, this is what they're using. See how that just pressed that down? Pressed it down. So this one right here, I would use this side. See how it just is like a gel that just makes them look beautiful. And it also holds in the makeup all day long. So that is the magic of how those beautiful eyebrows look. Whenever you see people like on the red carpet or something like that, it's because they're using these gels right here. So we'll let that dry for a second. Anyway, so what I was saying is that I have been doing my makeup pretty much the same way ever since the 80s. And it wasn't working for me. It was going into the lines in my face and it was going into the fine lines that are right here. And at this point, I don't have any Botox. I do have a little bit of filler in my lips, but it's not that I'm against it. I'm just trying to love myself a little bit more. And it's not like I'm, going against, what is going on in the beauty world and all that, because I know that a lot of people, their faces are they're absolutely devoid of any wrinkles or any time or anything like that, or any life lived. And I just feel like that's just kind of an unrealistic way to live your life. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to kind of, I'm just going to try to love what I have going on here. And as women, we are told from a very, very young age not to love, what we have as we get older, to kind of hate ourselves and all that. So my self-talk is, oh my gosh, you look beautiful. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? It's not that bad, because if you look at the way we treat men in our society as they get older, we appreciate the way that they look. And we go, oh my gosh, you look so handsome and all that. And with women, it's like, oh, you look like an old hag. Oh, why are you trying to look pretty? Oh my gosh, you can't feel yourself. Oh my gosh, you just, there's so much shame in being older. And so my channel at Pro Aging with Paige is trying to tear that veil away and go, you know what? We don't have to feel this shame for just existing as older women. And we can just look at our skin and go, you know what? This isn't that bad. Let's work with what we have. So, all right. So my eyebrows are pretty much dry. Okay. So, like I said, we're just going to do a fall look today. And let's see. So we've done our eyebrows. Anyway, so I'm from North Carolina. I grew up on the coast. I actually grew up only about 15 or 20 miles from the ocean. So I spent a lot of time in the sun with pretty much no sunscreen on. So that's why I have like all these freckles, all over my skin and everything. And I actually like my freckles and I don't try to cover them up. But I do have some melasma. So I have some melasma right here. And let's see where else. And I've got some melasma like right here too. And I've got some redness, some rosacea on my nose. So I've got some things going on. I'm not going to really try and cover this up that much, but I might try and cover this up and maybe tone down a little of this redness. But so I did my skincare. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw on just a little bit of serum. This right here is a really, really nice serum, and I'm almost finished with it. This is by the brand Merit. And this brand is a relatively new brand. I think it's been around for a couple of years, and this is called Great Skin. And I like this a lot. I definitely will be buying a second bottle. This does really put in a nice little glow on your skin. So you put it into your hand, and I just kind of go like this, and then I press it on. And this gives a nice glow to your skin before you start the application. It also gives a nice kind of underglow too. So whenever you put on your blush and everything, there's a nice little shine or glow underneath already. So this is a little pricey, but it's worth your money. Definitely worth the money. And I've had it for almost 7 months, so it lasts a long time. Definitely worth your money there. Okay, so we've done the eyebrows, and the next thing I'm going to do is my eyes. We're going to go with kind of a neutral look today. And this right here is the palette that I use pretty much every time for my eyes. This palette is by a brand called Danessa Myrick. And Danessa Myrick is a makeup artist that has this brand, and all of her makeup is I don't know. It's just made for I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just made for your skin, and it's a little bit harder or difficult to use, but here it is. So this is just one. She has a whole line. She has skincare, she has blushes, she has foundation, she has concealer, she has everything. But this right here is her like foundation palette, and this is made for all skin tones. You can use this for eyeliner. You can use it for bronzing. You can use it for contouring. You can use it for eyeshadow. You can actually use it for lip liners. This thing, you can do your whole face with this if you want to. And this color, so my tone is a neutral tone. So this color right here is the one that I use pretty much every time when I'm starting off my eyes. So this is the color Stone. So the beautiful thing about this is, as an older person or older women, that creams are the best formulations for your skin when you're doing your makeup. So it comes with a cream and also a powder. And the cool thing about it too is that you can take it out. See? You can take every piece out. This is just really, really cool. And not that many people know about Danessa Myrick's beauty. So I'm just going to dip right in just like this, and I'm going to put it on my brow. This color is the perfect color for my tone. Go in right here and just use your fingers like this. And, what we're not doing as we get older is we're not doing this whole put it in the crease first, because then it just closes out your eye. So this to me just gives me a nice foundation, a nice base to get started. I pretty much use this color every single time. Let's see, I use your hands. I just put it above my brow bone like that instead of in the crease. All right, so let me fluff it out just a little bit with a brush. Okay, like that. Just blend it out just a little bit. So I'm not a huge fan of a lot of makeup. They end up using a lot of makeup, but in the end, it doesn't look like it's a lot of makeup. So, okay. All right. So there's that. Okay. So I put down that first layer. And so what I do is I will bring that same color underneath onto my bottom eyelashes. But what I use is the powder. So I go into the powder like that. See that? See the brush that I'm using there? It's like a thin little brush. And then I come around and I'll pull that same color right underneath to create that cohesiveness in color. See? All right. All right. So I'm just going to put it out just a little bit. Okay. Yay. All right. So close that up for now. I probably won't be coming back to that. Okay, so then the next thing is we're just going to put in a little bit of eyeliner. And I love the Urban Decay line when it comes to the eyeliner. And so this one is called Rockstar, and it's kind of a purple color. So there's that. And I'm going to just put it into my tight line real quick. See that? Oh my gosh. So like I don't really put any pencils up here anymore because they tend to smear, and we can't be doing this anymore because there isn't space to do it. So I tend to use my pencils in my tight line at this point. See how that made that beautiful definition there? There we go. I'm going to go in this side here. And this one lasts a really long time, too. It's not waterproof. I'm not going to use a waterproof one because I don't want to tear out my eyelashes. Look how pretty that is. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Ooh, the only thing about using the tight line is just sometimes your eyes will water, for sure. Okay. Okay. So there we are. Okay. Woo! Ooh. All right. So let's put just a little bit of color onto the eyes. So this palette right here is by Dior. And this one is the Dior Backstage Glow Face palette, and it comes in three different tones. And this one is 001 Universal. Let me turn it. It was upside down. I actually love this one. You can use this for blush. You can use it for eyeshadow. It has a lot of uses. So I'm going to go in, and I think I am going to just use, this color right here. Yeah, I'm going to use this color right here and just put a pop of color into the eyelids right here, just to give it a little bit of shine right there. That's really pretty. So what we're not trying to do is we're not trying to put a bunch of dark colors onto our eyelids anymore. We need for them to shine, and we don't need for them to be looking sulky and all that. It's just there isn't enough, since our eyelids are starting to come down a little bit, we just don't have room for all that darkness. We're trying to brighten the eyes, right? So let me fluff this out just a little bit. pretty look. Oh my goodness. What do you think? I think it's really, really pretty. So I'm also going to bring that cohesion in, and I'm going to bring some of it underneath too. Like I'm just going to pop it in underneath here. Ooh, pretty. And then the last little thing that I do for my eyes is I'll use the white and I'll put it right here just for that pop of color. See what I'm doing there? See how that popped out? This is the color that I'm using right here, this white. I'll pop it out like this. I'm going to use a tiny little precision brush for that because we can tend to get like darkness right here. So we're trying to lighten that up a little bit. Whee! All right, I'm going to like that. Okay, so pretty much done with the eyes. So the next thing is the complexion. So it's just a couple of things for my eyes. So like a neutral base, and then I did a golden shimmer right here, and like a really dark purple tight line. So it's like gold and browns on my eyes because it is almost fall. So we're doing that. All right, so let's move into complexion. But first, I'm going to be going out to dinner tonight. So I'm going to, that's why I'm doing this, because I was like, you know what? I may as well come on my live and, do my makeup because I am going out to dinner. So I've got to decide. So this right here are the two perfumes that I want to choose from, but I don't know which one I'm going to use. So this one is Powdery Peach, and this one is Fruity Brown Sugar. So this is actually Dossier, which is a dupe brand, and these bottles are only $29 a piece. And I'm going to say, if you want a new bottle of perfume and you don't want to pay $150 for it, go to Dossier. So this is a dupe of Montpellier by YSL. And I don't remember what this one is a dupe of. This is I Want You by Jimmy Choo. So yeah, they're both beautiful, but I'm going to go with Fruity Brown Sugar. So let me just tell you the notes really quick, so you'll know what we're getting here. So this one is bergamot, raspberry, pear, jasmine, orange, blossom, and brown sugar. And the base notes are patchouli, amber, and vanilla. Love this one. The one thing about it is like it's so cheap that you don't have to like only wear it once a week. You can put it on 4 or 5 times a day and not feel guilty about it. So I love it anyway. So let's do a little bit of concealing. I'm not going to do a whole face of foundation. I think if you have watched me thus far, you know that I'm not big on full coverage. It's not my gig. Don't like it. It just makes my face feel like it's falling off. So I do like this. This is the Say Skin Tint. I like this a lot. This is really nice. It has a glowy finish. And this one right here, I like even better. This is the Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser. So I think I might use a combination of these two. I have to decide. But first, I think I'm going to go in with the Natasha Denona concealer. So Natasha Denona is a makeup artist, and she has been using makeup for years and years and years, and she has created these great formulations that are really, really good for mature skin. Of course, some of her products, her powders and stuff, I'm not a big fan of because they're not for mature skin, but definitely this one does. It gives great coverage and you can't see the fine lines. This one is N1, so this is a neutral color. So what I do is I just pop it onto just a couple of spots. See, I don't use a lot. See, I'm just using just a little bit. Just put it there, and I'm going to put some there over this redness right here and there, and I've got like there and a couple of spots there. I might use it there. All right, so not much at all. And the key to this is just to stipple it in. So just go like this and stipple and stipple. So we're just really just trying to blur things out just a little bit, to make our complexions just look a little bit more even. And I really like the Natasha Denona concealer a lot. I like the House Labs concealer too. See how just that little bit of concealer went just like a really long way? So you don't need to be pouring loads of foundation onto your skin. It's just not necessary. So look at that. Look how pretty that came out. So yeah, this is really pretty. All right. Bring it down here. All right. So, oh, that's pretty. I like that. And the reason why it spread is because I I really, really did up the skincare before I started. So my face was completely hydrated before I got started. So the products that you use spread more evenly, and they don't get patchy. So yeah, you know what? I don't think I need anything else. I'm actually pretty happy with this. Let me see, but you know what? I might use this actually. Let me kind of to put it on my hand. Go like this. This is such affordable and it's such a good product. I think everybody should have this anti-age rewind eraser by Maybelline. Run out to your local Walgreens and get it. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to take the rest of it off of my hand like this. And don't be scared to mix colors. Just don't be scared. Just because if you buy a couple of colors at the Walgreens or wherever you are and they don't like match perfectly, just mix them together on your hand and make it work out for you. Or go back and return it. Of course, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is pretty. Make sure you bring it down on your neck. We're almost done. So I'm trying to get done by I can see what time is it now. So I'm trying to get done by 6 o'clock. So all right, so we have that beautiful base. I am going to show you this right here. This right here is by Milani. This is a drugstore brand. I love it. Don't be scared of Milani. It's a great brand. This right here is a tint and it's rose. So I'm going to put this tint underneath my eyes like that. It's so pretty. And this right here is going to brighten my under eyes. I don't know if you've noticed that when we first started, I have some darkness underneath my eyes. And I also have a bit of a rosy undertone. So if, I look here, I definitely have a rosy undertone. So I was like, I use a rose tint for my under eye concealer instead of, a white cream or a light cream or like a peachy. I use a rose one. It's so pretty. Let me see. Let me bring that in there. Okay. Bring it up here. All right. What a difference, huh? That's just kind of amazing to me. All right. This right here. We're going to use this. This is the Maybelline Cheek Heat. I've used a lot of cream blushes, and this is the one that I like the most. I've gotten those ones that are like $38. This right here is like $5.99 depending on where you go, or $6.99, and this is called Cheek Heat, and the color is Nude Burn. I love it. So what I do is I take it and I put it on the back of my hand like this. I'm actually going to put in an order for another tube because I'm almost gone through this tube completely. And so what I do is I kind of go like this first, And then take it off my finger with my brush. And I don't apply it with my fingers. I actually put it on with my brush. So I'm going to go like this. Take it off my hand with my brush, and then I'll put it on. Remember, up, up, up. Don't bring your brush down here or up here. We're trying to lift our face, so we bring our blushes higher up to our eye sockets, high up on our cheekbones, like that, to lift our faces. Look how pretty that is. Y'all, look how pretty that is. It's so pretty. And you know what? It's like a cheek tint too, and it ends up lasting for hours. And some of those more expensive ones, they're just gone in just a few minutes. So I'm like, what am I doing spending all this money on these expensive brands when we have this excellent product for $6.99? Okay, so there's that. This is so pretty. And then I'm going to lock it in with a powder real quick. So this is the NARS powder, which I think is a beautiful color. This one is in Orgasm. So this is the NARS blush in Orgasm. Look at this color. Oh my gosh, so pretty. So I use a small brush to come in, and I just top it. And that locks in the color. You see that? Look how pretty that is. My goodness. Okay. So let's see. We are almost done. Let's see. I'm gonna go like this. Let's bring some freckles back into the situation. So this is Freck. So I'm going to show you how to put freckles on your face real quick. So what you do is you take it and you just put it right here like this. Like that. See how I'm doing that? And take your finger and then press them on. Ta-da. Look at that. Just kind of amazing. And press it on. Take your finger and press them on. So now I have freckles again. Yay. Okay, so now let's move on to the last couple of steps here. And that'll be the almost fall makeup look. All right. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you know what? This right here is wonderful. This is the Master Chrome by Maybelline. I love this so much. This is Rose, and I'm going to use that as a highlighter. Here, I'm going to put it on the tip of my nose like that, just like that. Here. And then let's do a little bit of bronzer, just a little bit. So I use the LYS bronzer. Just put some right there and right there. And I'm going to push that in real quick and put a little bit of glow onto my face. Bring it down here. Down here. Look at that. That brought some glow back to my face. So pretty. All right. And I have this. This is the brand new mascara by Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Exaggerize. I was one of the first ones to get it from the Nordstrom at the beginning of the week. They didn't even have it out on the floor yet. And here it is. It's in a glass bottle. They say that it curls your eyelashes and also lasts for 28 hours. I don't want any mascara to last 28 hours. But so there is the brush. It looks like it's curved. I'm gonna put this on, see if I like it. So this is the first time I've used it. Make sure when you're doing your eyelashes that you push at the base of your eyelashes and pull up. There we go. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, I like it. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Very pretty. So I guess I'm going to be, it looks like I had a couple of people stick with me throughout the entire live, and I appreciate that. So I guess I will come back again next Sunday. I don't know exactly what time. I might come in a little bit. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is beautiful. It's kind of expensive. It was $28, I think. But oh my, I was not expecting this to be so nice. Oh wow. Look at that. Yeah, I don't put mascara on my lower lids anymore. I just don't. Okay, so the last step in this makeup look is lips. So let's go in and do some liners. This is Makeup Forever. Love this one. And this one is in, what does it say? Wherever Walnut, favorite lip liner ever. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. I'm going to go in with a lip tint by Ulta. I love this lip tint, and it lasts a long time, and it just brings out the natural color in your lips, and it stays on for a few hours. Look at this. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? Oh, mama. Let me put this out. Let's see. Right. All right. So oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah. So pretty. Oh, all right. Last thing. Let me go ahead and put on this gloss. This is a waterproof clear gloss by Danessa Myrick. All right. All right. Thanks for joining the live. All right. I think it came out good. All right. Have a good day. Thanks for joining me. Bye.